So I think one industry that is going to be hit really hard by the employers and I changes that are coming into force this month is probably the care sector, private care homes. The reason being, obviously, they are quite often a high level of staff compared to some other industries, especially other service industries. So the burden they're probably going to have in terms of additional employers and I is going to increase substantially. So the key is for these private care homes, businesses, groups, is making sure that they have that information as quick as possible, so they can make decisions, right to the local authorities who are funding the residents that are staying in their care homes, and also if they do have any funding, making sure they are getting that information as quick as possible to make sure making sure they have the chance to actually mitigate these issues that are going to be caused by these changes coming in. It's going to have a hit on profits, and if local authorities haven't been able to be contacted yet to kind of factor that into the care that's being provided, then it needs to be done soon, and you need the information to do so. So the key to what some care home kind of owners and groups will be doing is not automating their systems. They might be using a product such as Sage, where there's manual entry. They've got a big finance team where they are manually entering invoices, sales invoices. Whereas obviously there's a lot of tools out there now which can automate that process for you. One I can think of just off the top of my head is Dex Prepare. All the purchase order invoices can get read using AI and they will go through into the system. But it's just making sure that it's done as quickly as possible. And for care home owners that have multiple care homes or massive care homes that require them to have an audit, they need to kind of get themselves audit ready. I dare say any care home owners listening to this who are currently having an audit, I dare say for their finance team, it's the worst time of the year because they're getting asked loads of questions by their auditor. And that's largely because they are not embedding all of the relevant information, whether it be resident information, purchase invoice information, employee information in one place. It's all stored in different places, and that's causing the auditor a headache, and then also the care home owner and the finance team thereon. So it's just making sure that that whole process is efficient as possible and making sure they aren't using up too much resources just to get through the month. So if anything that I've said has interested anyone here and they want to hear more, please do get in touch with us. You can contact myself, Dan Morris, on LinkedIn, or contact the Gravitate page. We'd love to talk to you and see if we can help you out with this.